scrolling Facebook. It's me, Larry Talbot, owner of Monster Movie App, and your host today for weekly horror movie finds, I think I call it. That's where I show everybody what I found out thrift storing the weekend before. Hello, Mom. And that's it. It's that simple. Last weekend I went out, short week. Hey, asshole! It's Mr. Tony of the Dead. And Shane. Get the fuck out of my house. We're switching taglines. I got hey, asshole. You can have get the fuck out of my house. I'll end my videos with hey, asshole, and then I'll just shut it off. So, yeah, not a great weekend. A little bit. Drove about hour and a half, squirreling my way through the wilds of Florida, backwoods Florida. Scary. A little scary. But there's a lot of good thrift stores out there, and a lot of old people. And Tony, what do old people do? They die, and then they just get their stuff donated. So you wait for the fucking old movie collector to die. It'll happen to us. It'll happen to us. Mr. Tony of the Dead says, sorry. Hey, asshole. See, you got it. Get the fuck out of my house. You can't have both. They die, right. Old people die, and they give us their awesome stuff sometimes. Most of the time, it's crap. But, on a rare occasion, a cool movie collector will die, and then you get all their fucking goodies, their Betamax, and their fucking horror big boxes and stuff like that. It's rare, but it happens. You gotta keep at it. So anyway, I digress, everyone. Hour and a half, thrift stores, not a lot. It's gonna be a short video if I just shut up and show you what I found. And stop slowly drinking coffee. I need a coffee sponsor on here, don't I? I could be like, this is brought to you by Starbucks. No, fuck Starbucks. Seattle's best. It's delicious. See? That's an ad. Blank tapes. 1, 2, 3, still sealed, not exciting. The only person this is exciting to is Larry. This is cool, though. This is Clive Barker's Hellbound Heart. If you don't know, this is the novella that Hellraiser was based on. It originally came out, I think it was in the Books of Blood, right? Volume something of the Books of Blood? I think so. We'll go with it. But yeah, this was a quarter, I think. See, look at Mr. Tony of the Dead. He's fucking he's with it with the answers fucking hardcore. But this is the original paperback release for sure, other than was it with the Books of Blood it originally came out with? I think so. And then they released it in its own freestanding. Look at the art. Very cool. Quarter 50 cents, something like that. Really cheap. And then I went to one thrift store, and it was a DVD extravaganza. What's everybody saying? Around here, if an old person is selling their tapes or dies, tapes get donated. It's usually John Wayne or war movies. You're right, 99.9% of the time. But then you meet the old guy that was a little kinked in the head like us, and he was collecting some quirky shit. I mean, I've gotten Betamax porn and fucking crazy fucking cult films from a guy that looked you're fucking an upstanding granddad. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. I read the standalone book. I thought Books of Blood came out after. Listen to that. Interesting. You might be right. If this is a first printing, then you're right. First printing 1991. We'll just take the time out in the video to check it out. We'll do a little research. Whatever. 1991. I think this is the first printing, and there's an ad in here for the Books of Blood. So I guess I'm completely fucking wrong on that. Whatever. Midnight Meat Train for sure. Midnight Meat Train. And others, based on the Books of Blood short stories. I gotta find Cabal next. I'll look for it for you. I think I have it on paperback. So yeah, I went to this one thrift store, DVD extravaganza, but like all like Mexican movies. Whatever. I like Mexican horror movies, the old ones, and they're kind of hard to find. I got a whole fucking stack. They had a whole selection of sealed Mexican horror DVDs. Are they great Arrow releases of the movies? No, they're not. But they very well could be the only releases. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And I'll show you this one. Bring Me the Vampire. And this is a comedy. This one was a maraca, I like to call, when the DVD is loose and still sealed. You shake it. It's a maraca. But this is fucked. I had to open it to straighten out the fucking disc, put it back on the fucking spool there. And I don't know if that was caused by shaking around. I mean, the camera, of course, isn't going to fucking focalize. Oh, there we go. I got stuff falling. You see, like, it may be DVD rot. I don't know. Or it may be from fucking Moroccan around inside this motherfucking case for fucking years. Who knows how long it's been like that. Probably a long time. But this is a little horror comedy. I think 50s, 60s from Mexico. Now we got all brand new sealed ones. I haven't opened yet, but I want to because I want to see if they have that fucking same disc thing going on. I'll do it as I watch them. No point in opening them if you're not going to watch them right away because there's nothing inside. It's just a fucking disc. Bloody Vampire. I mean, that cover art's pretty fucking badass. These are all released by Telefilms International. And then there's like... There's some Asian characters on there as well. I've found these before. I found one at the same thrift store that I can't remember the name of it. It was a Mexican vampire movie. Very cool. Very rare. And it was dubbed. I think they're all dubbed in English. So I know that they're fucking good to go. But I mean, that's fucking cool cover art. These were all $2.89, which is a little high for Larry. You know, that's like Goodwill prices. And fuck Goodwill. Doctor of Doom? This is the first one I found. I was like, what the fuck is this? This cover art. How can I fucking film this shit without the reflection? Can't. It's like a cemetery, Doctor of Doom on a tombstone. This is Spiritism. Another fucking graveyard. All sealed. The last of the Mexican horror. Phantom of the Red House. I think there's one more that's another horror comedy. I wasn't really thrilled to find out that there are Mexican horror comedies in here. I just ganked this whole stack, you know, like they were still sealed. And it was like a special Easter weekend deal at this place. They had a big basket of the plastic hollow Easter eggs. And inside was a percentage, a piece of paper with a percentage written on it. And you got to fucking dig in the basket and pull out a fucking egg. And whatever the percentage was is what you got off of these. It was like 5 to fucking 50, I think. And hey, Steve, what's up, man? And I got 20. You know, I was like, I opened it up, I dug in there, probably knocked some out on the floor. Whatever, I was into it. Dug in there and got one, and I was like, come on, 50, man. And it was fucking 20. So, you know, like $3 off or something. They were all like $2.89 plus tax. But some of these are rare. I mean, they're all rare. But like people, like the fucking people on eBay either don't know or don't care. You know how that goes. Like, they're just like, nobody wants Mexican black and white horror movies, I guess. So they just deem them not valuable, even though, like, this is the only way you can fucking get it. You know? That's valuable. That's rare to me. Because, like, I want to see all horror. I want to see every horror. Every horror. Buy 3, get 1 free almost, Tony says. Yeah. Let's see what everybody's saying, shall we? Shane was checking. Not for me, for you. I have it already. Oh, Cabal? Okay. Cool, cool. Maraca, yes. Shane says, everyone, about Hellbound Heart, basis of the movie Hellraiser from Clive Barker. It's not in the Books of Blood, but you're right about Midnight Meat Train. Okay, you know. And Mr. Tony of the Dead says, buy 3, get 1 free almost. You know, yeah. It's fucking cheap. Hey, Noah. Happy Friday. It's fucking cheap, you know. They're like $2.89. It's going to like a hospice, you know, like if I was being a cool dude and I can afford to buy the movies at $2.89. You know, if I was nice, which I am not, I'm not even indicating, I'm a terrible person. But if I were nice, I'd be like, just charge me. It's going to a fucking hospice, for fuck's sake. I mean, how sad is that? And I need them to get financed, because I'm spending all my fucking money, and I will end up in a fucking hospice someday, and I'm going to need that shit. So, you know, $2.89, 20% off. It's good enough. You know, it's still cheap. This was the find of the weekend, though. This is definitely worth some moolah, if you will. Same batch, but different company. This is fucking Eden Entertainment. Has anybody seen how much this fucking movie goes for on fucking eBay on VHS now? Oh my god! Oh my god. I'll tell you a story in a minute. So I found this too. You know, like, it goes for like 20 maybe, something like that, 20 something. Did I not read it? It's the Robo Vampire. What the fuck is that? I'm assuming you're talking about this. It's like a Japanese movie, I believe. Or it's some sort of an Asian movie. And, it's like, I mean, look, it's fucking RoboCop. They straight ripped off RoboCop. But it's got the jumping fucking Asian vampires in it from the old Kung Fu movies. You familiar with those? They fucking, like, they don't walk, they hop around for some fucking reason. Yeah, it's RoboCop. So, yeah, it's super rare, I guess. I'm probably going to sell it, because I've seen the movie, and it's pretty bad. I mean, it's good to goof on. Like, the fucking robo-vampire killer is like, he's wearing like a fucking foam rubber suit that's like a complete RoboCop ripoff looking thing. It's like spray painted silver foam rubber, and like he moves, and you can see it fucking creasing and shit, and the hopping vampires all fucking surround him, and he's got like this big fucking gun and shit. It's pretty. I mean, it's fun to goof on, but like, I don't know. I'm undecided if I should sell it. If I sell this, it would pay more than pay for the other tapes. You know what I mean? So fucking funny story. Mr. Tony of the Dead. I know you traded it because I watched your video. You should answer my fucking question in the comments on that video before I find your house and burn it down. I watched your video, yeah. So that, like what I was saying about these other movies being rare but not valuable, I'll tell you a story about how that is true. I found Robo Vampire on VHS years ago. And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. This has to be worth a fucking fortune just from the cover alone. For RoboCop collectors and fucking Asian fucking vampire movie collectors. Like, it's got to be worth a fortune. So I didn't really want it. Because, like, you know, I like serious horror. I don't like typically like to get like badly made movies to goof on. I like the real deal. So I was like, as always, I got the VHS off the shelf. It was a nice, clean copy of it. I fucking got on eBay. How much does this fucking list for? How much does it sell for? Got on Amazon. How much do they list it for? It was selling for nothing. And in my head, going back to these again, rare but not fucking valuable. In my head, I said, Larry, you should buy that. You should buy that fucking VHS because eBay just hasn't caught up with the rest of the world yet. It's fucking like behind the times. It's rare and valuable, but like the fucking dickweed VHS collectors that fucking buy shit for ridiculous prices on eBay, they don't know that yet. Like, you just gotta go, like, sometimes you gotta go with your gut and say, like, I'm buying Robo Vampire and fucking sitting on it. And eventually the world will catch up, and it'll be worth fucking money, and then I'll sell it then. What did I do? I'm an asshole. I passed on it. I didn't fucking buy it. It was because there was a disclaimer. It was like a 50% off weekend at Goodwill that I was at. And, oh my God, it was like, the place was packed. There was a fucking line, like, all the way from the front of the store all the way to the back with carts, loads of fucking clothing and fucking shit. And I was like, you know, I'm not going to wait fucking an hour to check out with this fucking thing. So, I put it back. And now, as Mr. Tony of the Dead can fucking, attest, it's worth like $300. It sells for like $300 or more on fucking eBay. Case in point. Sometimes you gotta go with your guts. Like, if I just sat on some of these Spanish horror movies, eventually the world will catch up and be like, hey, that's the only place you can get that. It's worth fucking $100. It happens. And that's an example. Who is talking and why? Let's see. It's actually a fun movie. You traded it for a couple tapes, I know. Answer my question. I'm going to ignore the rest of your statements until you answer my question on YouTube. Donald Pleasance on the cover. Donald Pleasance? Are you talking about this dude? No, I don't think so. I got that for free, cleaned the mold off of it, and recently sold it for over $300. But it's really a $40 tape at best. I mean, it was like 99 cents when I first fucking found it. It wasn't that long ago either, a couple years. Someone had the money that day. Yeah. What question did you ask? I'm a very popular person. Oh, you piece of shit. Listen to you. Oh my God. Let's see, what did he say? There's more questions. I'm happy with tapes I got in for trade for... Oh, yeah. You killed it with that trade. Those tapes are fucking amazing. It was on your last video. Like, there are not that many questions on there. Mold to gold. Exactly. Mr. Tony the Dead ain't fucking around. He knows how to work a deal. I've dealt with him. He's a shark. So, that's it. Meager, man. Just a small pile. And I stretched it out way longer than it should have gone. I could just be like on fucking YouTube videos and be like, here's this one, here's that one, here's this one, that's Spiritism, Bloody Vampire, Bring Me the Vampire. And I'm done, everybody. Hey, guys. That's my pickups for this week. Fine, I'll go answer it now, asshole. It would be nice. It's called Webikit. It's like somebody asks you a question, you answer it. It's nice. It's a nice thing to do. That's it, everybody. I'm going out tomorrow, among other things, and hitting some other obscure thrift stores out in the wilds in the central, northern, eastern, western state of Florida, area of Florida. I'm not telling you where. But until then, Monday. Thanks, Noah. Have a good weekend. Until Monday, Mystery Tape Monday, Horror News Report. I got a video review coming up for, I can't remember what it was. Soul Tangler from AGFA on DVD. I'm reviewing that on Tuesday. It's an event. Go check. It's already listed. Wednesday, the news, and then Friday, I'll show you what I found from tomorrow and Sunday. And that's it, everybody. Bye-bye now. And hey, asshole. It doesn't work, Tony. It doesn't work. Get the fuck out of my house now. Bye.